A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A quick throw, but incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jets at 10-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now first and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20. Off play action. It's Howell. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. A gain of 14, first down Commanders. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Powell. He gets it to Thomas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Right now, you got 50.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers, he's got the hook up here with Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Touchdown! Alan Lazard. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they... There he goes, left side! Touchdown, Washington! Brian Robinson Jr. with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hey, Mike.
On play action, Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Cook. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Cook is in. Touchdown, Jets. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. John Franklin Myers in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And
in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Wilson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Back to throw, Howell. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own.
Powell and the Commanders come up now first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now he'll look to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Tressway now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 44. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for our Jets. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Shrugs him off. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jets! Nick Baldwin from 21 yards away. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
10
yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Yr1. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now they go play action with Howell. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a fourth down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Howell. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Howell. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 42-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Howell from the gun. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. First down, Howell to throw. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off play action. It's Howell. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 37 yards. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot. Know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is going to have a Commander's 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
1st down, Washington.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This one left side caught by Gibson. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Howell, short throw to the tight end Thomas. He is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Howell sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Oh, some strong running. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end.